They said it couldn't be done. They said it would spark a war. They said no one captures a sitting president in his own palace. And then January 3rd, 2026 happened. At 2 a.m. in Caracas, the night exploded, literally. And 3 hours and 34 minutes later, Nicolás Maduro wasn't a president anymore. He was cargo. But before we get to the zip ties, the helicopters, and the fastest political career collapse in modern history, let's rewind. Because this operation didn't start with gunfire. It started with patience, intel, and a very quiet aircraft carrier sitting off the coast. The warship nobody noticed, December 2025. While the world scrolled past headlines, the USS Iwo Jima quietly positioned itself 70 miles north of Venezuela, floating in international waters like a chess piece no one was watching. On deck, the 161st Special Operations Aviation Regiment, the Night Stalkers, the aviation unit that exists specifically for missions governments deny ever happened. Below deck, Delta Force operators studying one man, Nicolás Maduro, indicted in March 2020, a $50 million bounty, accused of running a narco state that funneled cocaine straight into the U.S. This wasn't politics anymore. This was a warrant with a military delivery option. But knowing where your target is doesn't matter if you don't know when he's vulnerable. And that window came down to a single meeting. The 3-hour mistake, January 2nd, 2026. Maduro meets with China's envoy inside Miraflores Palace. The meeting lasts 3 hours. At 11 p.m., the meeting ends. By midnight, senior staff clears out. That's not coincidence. That's a routine. And routines are what special operations feed on. U.S. intelligence had mapped guard rotations, sleeping quarters, even which wing Maduro preferred when he thought he was safe. Spoiler alert, he wasn't. But intelligence doesn't pull triggers. Authority does. And that authority arrived with a signature just days earlier. The order that changed everything, December 31st, 2025. While most people were popping champagne, Donald Trump signed the order. Operation name, Operation Lightning Strike. Objective, capture Maduro alive. Rules, minimal damage. 0 American casualties. One mistake triggers a full-scale invasion. This wasn't a raid. This was a surgical seizure with geopolitical consequences baked in. The plan had 4 phases: suppress air defenses, insert operators, capture target, extract, or escalate. And if you're wondering how you suppress a country's air defenses without announcing yourself, you let the Raptors whisper first. When the sky went blind, January 2nd evening. F-22. Raptors lift off from Homestead Air Force Base, Florida. No lights, no drama, just 5th-gen stealth sliding toward Venezuela like a ghost with a checklist. By nightfall, they're in position. Their mission: the moment shooting starts, Venezuela's S-300 air defense systems stop existing. And at 1:50 a.m., that moment arrived. AGM missiles streak in. 12 radar sites go dark in 8 seconds. Venezuela didn't lose its air defenses. It lost its eyesight. But the real magic wasn't in the sky. It was in convincing the Venezuelan military to look the wrong direction. The loudest distraction in Caracas, 2 a.m. Explosions erupt across the city. Fuerte Tiuna military base, La Carlota air base, the harbor. Every alarm blares. Every commander panics. Was it an invasion? No, it was bait. While Venezuelan forces rushed toward the chaos, nobody was watching the palace. That's not firepower. That's misdirection at a national scale. And right as Caracas burned with confusion, something very large, very quiet, and very American crossed the coastline. The helicopters nobody heard coming, 2:03 a.m. MH-47 Chinooks and MH-60 Blackhawks enter Caracas airspace, flying 150 feet above buildings. No lights, no radio chatter, just rotors slicing through darkness. On board, 40 Delta Force operators. This was the largest special operations air assault since Abbottabad, and unlike that night, This target sat in the heart of a capital city. Air raid sirens howl, civilians scatter, and still, Miraflores Palace remains quiet. Because by the time palace guards looked up, the mission was already over. Rooftop to regime change, 2:08 a.m. The lead Chinook hovers over Miraflores Palace. Ropes drop. 12 operators fast rope onto the roof. 2 guards look up. Suppressed gunfire answers first. No alarms, no warning shots. At 2:09, the rooftop door is breached. Night vision turns hallways green. Delta moves in pairs. Silent, rehearsed, precise. They know exactly where they're going. 3rd floor, east wing. And behind one reinforced door, history waited in pajamas.